When it comes to being a business owner or an executive, email marketing is the easiest form of own marketing that you can get started today because you already have the data in your hands. And as somebody who's utilized email for 7- and 8-figure companies, I'm here to tell you that you can get started today with this relatively fast. So today I wanted to talk about the benefits of email marketing and really why any business owner can get started today and why it's one of the most underrated forms of marketing that there are out in the market today. And so I really doubled down when it came to email marketing about a year and a half ago. I was in a mastermind and I was talking to somebody who's in the fundraising space who raises funds for different ventures, different real estate deals. And they were telling me that they doubled down on email because it's the one form of traffic that you already have and that you already own. And what I mean by that is a lot of times if you are a smaller business, if you're a business, let's say in home services, you're always collecting emails because you need to stay in contact with the people that you're working with. And so a lot of people don't realize that when it comes to marketing, there's 3 types of traffic. There's traffic you can control, traffic you can't control, and then traffic you own. And so as we talk about email, I want to break down the 3 of those. The first one is traffic you can control. And so that's paid media, right? That's running a TV ad, that's running a Facebook ad to a certain ideal person, and then hoping that they take action from the advertising that you're giving them. And so the thing about traffic you can control is that you can pay to put the creative in front of the right audience, but you don't know specifically who you're marketing to. And then there's traffic you can't control, like a viral social media post or like a PR story that causes traffic to go to your website. It's like something external has to happen in order for you to get the traffic. And so the thing about that is not only do you not know who the traffic is that you're getting, but on top of that, you don't necessarily know how you can repeat that process. But then there's traffic that you own. And so this is like an email list, or this is like a text message list where you literally have people who have already shown they're interested in what you're doing. And so anytime you market to them, 1, they already know who you are. 2, they've already shown interest. And 3, you don't have to worry about an algorithm opposed to the other 2 types of marketing. So if we go back to email, when it comes to having an email list, you don't have to worry about like the social media algorithms where they only show a percentage of your audience, the content. It's like if you have 1,000 people on your email list, it'll go to those 1,000 people. And then the benefit of that there is that you may not necessarily have a super high open rate, but you know you're already targeting people who are already interested in what you have. And so I think that anybody who has been in a home service industry or who has started a business and who keeps in contact with their people can get started sending emails today. And so there's 3 types of emails I think everybody should send. The first one is an information email. I call it a without me email. I remember about a year ago, I was talking to somebody who was looking at a presentation I was giving, and one piece of advice they gave me when it comes to speaking is you should always speak and give advice. That way, the person who's listening doesn't need your help to implement it, because when they don't need your help to implement it and they have a big problem that they can't solve in the future, you're the one who they're going to call. I remember I had a mentor and friend of mine who said the same thing, where it's like, if you can show people in your content, if you can show people when you talk to them how they can get started today without your help, the benefit is whenever they have a bigger project, you'll be the first one that they call. And so when we talk about emails, if you, let's say you run a plumbing company or you run an HVAC company, you can just send out a weekly tip on how to maintain the life of the pipes in your home or maintain the life of your HVAC unit. Because what that does is that keeps you top of mind to your audience. I think a lot of times what happens is people utilize these channels like email or text messaging only for promotional. And so when you do that, the issue that you have is people kind of put it to the side because they know that when they see your name, you're just trying to sell them something. But if you can kind of change the narrative and you can literally send them information on tips and tricks to help them, over time they'll start to listen. And if they know that they're not getting sold, it will still develop that trust without you necessarily having to speak to them in person. The second type of email that you can send are testimonials. Again, not salesy, just somebody else speaking on behalf of the service that you provided. I know that when it comes to video content, when it comes to social media content, we always talk about video testimonials, and those are extremely powerful and you can put those in emails. But let's say you're somebody who's like, I don't know how to get started with that, or I don't have the budget, right? Like, we can talk about how to do video testimonials in another video, but if you just want to get testimonials for your email list, all you do is you ask the client or the customer that you're working with to answer a couple of questions, and then you just take that and then you literally paste it into your email. You reformat it so it, of course, appears readable and appears professional, and you can use AI to do that. But then you send it back over to the customer and say, hey, this is the email that we're going to send. We're so thankful that you're willing to speak positively about our company. Are you good with us sending this? As soon as they say yes, boom, that's the second type of email that you can send. And then the third one, of course, is the promotional email. Now, you don't want to send promotional emails too much, because when you send promotional emails, people will start to view your company as a discount company. I know that for me personally, there's lots of brands that I buy clothes and other things from that I will intentionally not buy stuff from them unless they have a sale going on, because I know I can wait until they have another sale in order to get what I want at a discount. And so you don't necessarily want to do promotions very often, but if you're going to, this is a great way to target people that you already have worked with or who have already shown interest in what you're doing. And so to be even more tactical when it comes to sending the emails, you can use GoHighLevel, MailChimp, Flowdesk. There's lots of them. I've used MailChimp and I like MailChimp a lot. I prefer GoHighLevel only because we build out a lot of stuff, whether it be landing pages or marketing frameworks for companies, so we use GoHighLevel. But if you just want to get started today, MailChimp is a great one because it'll teach you how to get your domain connected to the email. And from there, you'll be able to start sending out emails to your ideal customers. So understand that email is one of these forms of traffic that you can start sending today, and you can send it to people who are already interested. And when you send it, everybody on the list is going to get the email, which really negates any algorithmic type functions that social media have. So if you're somebody who's been in business for a long time, I highly encourage you to start collecting the emails that you've gotten in the past, consolidate them, and then use a MailChimp, a GoHighLevel, a Flowdesk, whatever you use in order to send it. That way you can stay top of mind with your customers for the minor problems. That way when they have major problems and you have a solution, you'll be the first one that they reach out to.